This past week has been an absolute nightmare. We've encountered setback after setback and haven't been able to get through the T6.1 build as fast as we'd have liked. We're getting into the cabinetry side of it today, which is my personal favourite of any build. We've got an absolute mountain to climb because we need to get this finished by the 6th. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to get my skates on and get this van finished as soon as possible. Double doors, sink and hob on top. Obviously you've got your water containers, DC to DC charger, battery charger, all that stuff will be in there. And then this section is going to be like a recess into the actual cabinetry. The radius I'm putting on these is like a common theme throughout. Geometric patterns like we've got in this ceiling, but also curvatures as well. I've got a bit of a vision in my mind about how it's going to look. Hopefully I can execute it and get it looking as it is in here.
Work well under pressure?
Yeah and no. Left my tool belt at home. Usually when I'm working, I've got my tool belt on. I've got all my little pockets and that to keep everything in.
When you're up against the clock, how important is the teammates?
Very important. I do have to give them a compliment here. Good lads. That is. Obviously see me using the track saw there. When I first started out, that was literally the only thing that I had before we had like the panel saw, literally cutting everything out on with that. So for anyone who, you know, starting out or doing your own van build, definitely recommend the track saw because obviously it doesn't take up the space as a big panel saw, but great for doing cuts like this. Yeah, so plenty to do on the cabinetry, bit of progress made, but right now, cafe time, let's go.
What's the best adventure you've ever been on?
I mean, we done like 12 months in Australia, that whole trip, like Southeast Asia, Bali, Fiji probably my favourite place.
Why?
Right, so we flew into the mainland, stayed in the mainland like a night, but then done a bit of island hopping. First island we went on was called Bounty Island, so you'd open your door and literally like 10 steps out and you'd be stood in the water, you know what I mean? It's like that close to the beach. And the second island we went to after that, called Beachcomber Island, stand in the water and you could walk right round the perimeter of the whole island in like 15-20 minutes.
This camper van that you're building in there, once it's done, if you could pick that camper van up and place it anywhere in the world, where would you want to place it and why?
It wouldn't be Fiji because you couldn't drive anywhere. But favourite place to travel in a camper van's got to be Switzerland. There's a place, Lauterbrunnen. Probably seen the pictures online of it. Once this is finished, this van, I am going to be taking it somewhere for some good pictures and all that. So if anyone's got any good recommendations, UK destinations where we can take this van to, drop it in the comments below. Just a quick one in the car today. Got plenty to do, so back to it.
Why we set back on the t-shirt?
I've got a couple of full conversions booked in, so obviously I've had to spend a lot of time, you know, giving the customers what they need for that, which has stopped me moving along with the part of the T6 build that I need to get on with, which is then in turn held the other lads up as well. So a few other customers' vans have come in as well. Jamie sort of boxed those ones off. The lads, Nathan and Marcelo, been making progress on this T25, this our banger that we've had for about 5 years. So yeah, Marcelo stripped it all down, checked all the lights and everything on that, made sure that all the electrical side of things are still working. We took it to a garage to see if they recommended us spending a bit of money on it, but the answer was yeah. So we're going to have to replace the engine. I think once the engine's replaced, a few other little minor jobs. Unsure about what we're going to do with it once it's done. It's either going to be the next raffle van or we might even keep it as a rental. So we'll see. Yeah, undecided.
that you're doing in particular?
Just little snags on this. The customers just travelled Europe in it and done the van about 3 months ago for him, so it was his first outing, so it's just little bits and bobs what just need to sort out.
Just worked on the sinker first, also the LPG box, so you sort of have to put like a hole in the bottom in case you've got any leaks. So we found a position in the van for there, and the fridge as well. You can open the fridge either way. We switched it round, changes the hinges over, so you can open it both ways.
Everything about involving electric things, brake, lights, radio, so we spend a lot of time for put everything in work.
How are you doing for time?
Times it's not looking good. It's going to be sharpish. It's hard to get the balance between everything. A lot of pressure, but we get it.
It sometimes gets like that, to be fair. It's like, you know, we can be quiet and then all of a sudden, you know, 10 people walking off the streets and you have to sort of give them the attention, so that slows you down. It just has a massive knock-on effect, and obviously when customers bring their vans in, they have to take priority over our own projects. So yeah, it's just a bit of a, it's a good situation to be in, being busy obviously, but it's just the pressure's now mounting up for this T6 build. So looks like it's probably going to be a few fucking late nights for me, and I'll be in the doghouse with Kaylee probably. Getting the saucy,
Gotta try and get the tops, lad.
Yeah, I'll be with you in a sec, mate. Is that okay? When we're putting the groove in for the knock-in trim, it's just snagged, so it's the groove isn't in the middle of the ply. So when we put the knock-in trim, it'll either be sticking out too much or, you know what I mean, it won't sit right. So put some 2-part filler in and then routed it back out again. Pink stuff in it, the hardener. So you mix it all together and in like 10 minutes be rock hard. So yeah, little issue with the knock-in trim and the router. Nothing major. Took a little bit of time to put it right. As you can see, Nathan's just doing the finishing touches now on the knock-in trim. Again, another setback, but 6 days to get this van totally finished. The race is well and truly on now. Stick around next week. It better be fucking done. If it's not, then these lads are getting sacked.